Hit that button. We're going to say the
Hit
same
button.
thing.
Go ahead.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawnyScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawnyScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawnyScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Shawn. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm going to tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Michael Shawn and the TakeOver Legends. It is Friday today. We done made it through another week.
Yeah.
Today is Friday. Enjoy your Friday. It's not only Friday. To me, especially when I was working on radio, this is the biggest weekend, one of the biggest weekends, because this is 4th of July weekend.
Yes, fireworks, baby.
And the 4th falls on a Monday, which means all y'all can wild out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, do a little something on Monday, get it popping, and some of y'all got to go to work on Tuesday. In radio life, we'd get off the we'd get off the day after 4th of July. So I know they living it up. People taking vacations if you can afford it. So enjoy your fireworks.
So you know what I just heard, Mo? I heard we off Monday and Friday. It's Monday, and we're ready as Tuesday.
No, we definitely off Monday.
Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, I ain't gonna see y'all Monday. Y'all can do the show if y'all want. Yeah, I ain't doing the show Monday.
So it's official. We'll be back Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. We'll be back on Tuesday. It's ridiculous.
What do you mean? I get a certain number of requests and days off throughout the course of the
you've already taken like 12 mental health days.
They don't count. And you know you can't.
I don't even know what job gives you 12 mental health days.
A job that values you, a job that understands and appreciates that you need that time. That's the kind of
person
job.
who takes that. Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead.
You know, when his employees ask for their 12 days, I don't want to hear you come on air and complain.
I'm gonna go with what Jay Black once said about somebody. When somebody takes that many mental health days, I don't think they're managerial.
No,
I don't think they're managerial types. I don't think they're built to be a manager.
What's up, Nikki White Chocolate?
Hi, Nikki. What's going on? Today's a special day. I got Hoochie Daddy shorts on.
What?
Here's the flag. Here we come. Let me get ready. I don't know.
I need to see what you're doing over there.
I think these are Hoochie Daddy shorts. Let
me see.
The 1980 NBA shorts.
Yeah.
They're above the knee. They're a little above. They're like an inch above the knee.
Yes, Tam, I did.
Yeah.
I wish all the guys will realize that women like that. Like, stop wearing the whole.
Women like what?
The Hoochie Daddy shorts.
They don't want y'all wearing the pajama shorts no more. They don't want y'all wearing the pajama shorts.
FUBU, baggy ass, big,
looking damn near like gauchos.
Morning, Diane.
Yes. That's such an old word.
Gauchos. Oh man. What else? Jay Black, how was your night? Even though I almost can predict your night, but how was your night?
Actually, I was productive yesterday. Productive.
Oh, what you do?
Because you know
we'll be the judge of that.
With my landscaping, should I take one mental health day a month per? Look, Nikki going by the books, by the paperwork. I think I got my little landscaping thing I be doing. And so
it's called cutting the grass. That's what it's called. It's called
You
cutting
ain't
the
making
grass.
you ain't shaping trees and shit. You just
I don't know.
grass
I don't know what this whole landscaping thing is, but
well,
go ahead.
But and team with my hold on, take this off because I can't see the cursor. Team with my nervousness of bushes around the house. I end up cutting bushes down in front of the house. I think people can hide in front of bushes and they, stuff can go down. So I don't like bushes. I don't like the around the house. I need to see what's going on.
You cut them all the way down?
So I eliminated. It was 2 nice big bushes. One was like some.
Oh, why did you kill a bush?
But what happened because of that? This is what happened. All of the, I guess like the pollen and stuff that builds up on the house.
Yeah.
It highlighted that it needed a power wash. Like all of it put it on Front Street. So I end up I got my Michael Shawn power washing on.
Man.
So I end up power washing the all of that, the mold or whatever that green gooky stuff is, the moss and all that. And then since I had the power wash out, I started washing my car. And then here come Lady Q. You gonna wash mine too? So I end up washing her. Right. I end up washing her car.
I was scared the stuff in the power wash would do something to my paint. That's why I didn't touch my car.
Yeah, no, you use it. As long as a certain distance and you know, you ain't doing it too much. You ain't taking the paint off. So I did the house, did the 2 cars, and then it was I said, well, look, it's gonna rain over the weekend. Let me just cut the grass now. So I went and cut the grass.
Oh Jesus!
And then after that, I was on the run. Then after that, me and my boy went to the big community park and went riding our scooters. So it was a really productive.
That is a very productive
day. And you got some quality time for the family. You made the wife happy. You made the kid happy. That was a good day for you.
You deserve to get some that night. That's a good job. Let's clap it up for that.
Bring her a donut and that.
Bring her one of her favorite donuts. The icing on the cake, no pun intended. How was your night there, Sexy Mo?
That was funny, Nick. Well, of course, I am in the 5th day of not getting any sleep. I felt like somebody can just do like this and I'll fall over.
That sucks.
It does, because I promise you, I'm taking this medicine and I'm missing the window. Something's happening where I'm missing the window. It's bad.
Why don't you just get the weed and just get it over with? Or just get an edible and just eat the edible and just go to sleep.
Yeah, maybe the edible. Maybe I'll try that. But then I'm scared that I'm going to oversleep because I'm so tired. I'm going to oversleep and miss the show.
Just get it done early. Just take it early, as early as possible.
I have work to do. I be having stuff to do.
You don't be planning your time out correctly. You need to be done by 8 o'clock and then pop that edible.
I do not mismanage my time. The problem is not having enough time to do all of the shit that I got to do. Like, I don't mismanage. I know how to time manage.
Yeah. I've been hearing that for years. Okay. I've been hearing that. Yeah, I know that for years. Jay Black on his hoochie daddy
shorts with the donut for Lady Q. Nah, that ain't me, Tam. I'm not coming in.
First of all, why did you kill big ass bush? Those are part of nature. I'm very sensitive about bushes.
You know who's hugging trees and shit these days, Jay Black.
You gotta trim it. You don't knock a whole bush down, and we need the bushes.
Man, I literally had my the cutters. I'm cutting them, but it was too big. My neighbor was outside. I said, "Yeah, I can't get." That's how you ask for stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get this rest of this. These cutters ain't. I need the bigger one. He said, "Oh, I got this electric chainsaw." He comes up with the chainsaw. That's what I was cutting. Yeah, I was working.
You're gonna go get one next week.
How did you know?
You got excited because
I got very. I said every house, every man should have one of these suckers in their house.
I chopped down a bush by mistake too with one of them things. Them things you get too happy with those. Stacey was mad as hell. She was like, "You weren't supposed to. What did you do?" That was supposed to be there.
Jay, that you think somebody about to jump out on the goddamn bushes on you?
No,
what kind of life are you living?
No.
Normally people landscape to make their lawn look manicured. Yes. He landscapes out of paranoia. Like that is amazing, dog. That he landscapes out of paranoia
and around the house. Like, what more do you need?
No, anything. I mean, actually, I looked at the cameras and I saw a fox one time underneath the bush, like So I don't want no animals jumping out too. But yeah, but around your house, people, you got to be leery of where people can duck and hide, and I just safety first.
He's got cameras. He's got killer dogs. He's got guns. And now he decided that he also needs to take down the bushes. That is an absolute life of just goodness. And he walks around with a holster in his PJs. Even in his PJs, he has the gun on him. So be clear, y'all.
Stay ready.
And you live in a nice neighborhood, so I'm trying to figure out why you feel like you like down the Badlands and you got to walk around in your boxes and a goddamn gun.
I stayed. Keep going. My fear is if something ever happened and I wasn't ready, I like to stay. Matter of fact, my shirt is perfect for today. My shirt says, "I don't get ready, I stay ready," and that's my mentality. Like legit, like I gotta stay ready because if something go down, I'll be mad that I wasn't prepared. I should have knew this. Or I like to just try to stay as ready as possible.
Did your neighbors have an emergency meeting when you put the bars on the window?
No, I ain't.
Is that HOA approved?
We don't know what's going on with the bushes, but the fact that your last name is Bush and you killed 2 bushes yesterday is amazing to me, man.
Nikki said Bush on Bush crime.
Bush on Bush crime.
That's funny.
All right, so
How about
we got into this whole long debate about the chick, the McDonald's girl.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jay Black showed us the page. She happened to be, she's a pretty girl. She's all right. She's pretty. I think she's pretty. Look, that's my opinion. But then I saw her. It's Eliz was her name, right?
Eliz, yes.
Then somebody sent me a Instagram. I think this girl's been doing videos. She's been doing, but I don't know if it's the same guy because it doesn't look like the same guy that she got into it with. And she looks a little different in the videos too. Is this her? I'm trying to check this girl out. Is it Eliz _? Yeah, that's her right there.
She's on Facebook. She's on Twitter. She's on them all.
And they're doing a whole bunch of bits and skits. And I'm like, did they bamboozle us and get us on the? Because the skits that she's doing with this guy, like he doesn't. The way the guy acted in the video we saw, they did a good job on that one if they did. So I'm just gonna give him credit. But yeah, that is her. I think we were bamboozled, y'all. I think we got out there.
Yeah, she got a lot of 193,000 followers on TikTok, Facebook. She got like 60,000.
Yeah.
She getting 2 million views, videos. So she got a lot going on. She got a lot.
You got us, ho. You got us.
She got the world talking. Everybody with topics around her.
Yeah, I'll give you your credit. You got us. You beat us. All right. The one person who didn't beat us was R. Kelly.
Yes.
And go ahead, Mo. We don't know if these stories are true or not because we will retract the statement at any moment. It could be true and then be false 2 minutes later. After we say it, then we'll find out. But go ahead, play the intro for Mo so she can get into the R. Kelly story.
Here. All right, here we go. Bam.
Let's get this mother crawl. Yo, what's up? Baby, let's go.
Allegedly, with Sexy Mo, powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
It's so early for the news today.
Yeah, we just need every once in a while. We don't have a set time. If there's a story, then boom.
We just gonna drop. Got you. Well, yes, Michael Shawn, R. Kelly. Of course, he has been sentenced day before yesterday. 30 years. The judge gave him.
Is it?
30 years federal time. Okay, she gave him. And it's crazy because of course, his side asked for the defense asked for 10 years. The prosecutor asked the judge to give him 25 years. They went by like the sentencing guidelines. The judge went a step further and said basically he's done irrefutable damages to all of his victims and gave him 30 years. She said she doesn't think that he has really understood like the ramifications of his actions towards all of his victims. And he chose not to speak. So in the beginning, of course, he has the right to give like a statement to the court before the judge sentenced him. His attorney was like, no, he doesn't want to say anything. And of course, they had to make sure. So the only thing he said was, yes, those are my wishes.
R. Kelly's
And
50.
of
R.
course, you
Kelly's
know, they're
55
gonna
years
appeal.
old. Did you
They're
know
gonna
that?
appeal.
Oh, they're gonna appeal, but R. Kelly's 55. So what are we talking about? He
Yes.
wouldn't be out till he was 85 years old.
It's pretty much like a life sentence is what the judge gave him.
Yeah, I
A
mean,
life
I
sentence.
guess R. Kelly not speaking is a good idea because the last time he spoke to Gail didn't turn out too well. So
Well, one of the main reasons why they told him not to speak, the lawyer suggested he doesn't speak, is because he has another open case still. So he still has another charge to answer to, and he will be going back to Ohio to answer those charges. But yeah, it's
if somebody has the potential of giving you, well, I guess you don't know what you're getting because they sentenced you after your statement, right?
yes.
Because after you give me 30 years, I'm like, hey, can I say something real quick?
Yeah, you're
Then I want to talk. I'm like,
this before the judge sentence you, and but they also allow victims to give like victim impact statements right before the sentencing.
Damn.
Oh, he just started singing, started doing like Ray J.
And
so,
did the victim speak? Did the victim speak before they sentenced him?
So I know one came out and said, you know, that she was just relieved that you know, that he's, after all of these years, that he can't do this to anyone else. And then of course his one of his other alleged victims, who claims that she's not a victim, she's like, you know, I wish the judge would stop labeling me a victim. Me and Robert are, because she calls him Robert. Me and Robert are engaged. We love each other. We're deeply in love. He didn't make me do anything. So, you know, she's for him. She also wrote a statement, a letter to the judge.
The Araceli one. I know he had a couple of them chicks. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, they said he was emotionalist, but his attorney, of course, said, look, he was prepared for this verdict. We prepared him, and so that's why he didn't have any type of expression or anything on his face.
I mean, unfortunately, I'm not being funny. At this point, he's been in jail for so long. He's starting to get what's it called, institutionalized, where he's just like, this is life.
Yeah.
Like,
but it's sad,
I'm in here.
He's, you know, they wanted to impose a fine, and of course his lawyer objected and said, listen, he's in financial ruins. And of course the other side said, well, no, he still is getting, he can sell a lot, whatever his catalog, the remaining parts of his catalog that Sony doesn't own, blah, blah, blah.
I thought he didn't own it.
It's one of those things where they're literally trying to, they called him indigent. So he's pretty much asking for the mercy of the court, in terms of financial. He doesn't have anything.
And he said it's Fed time, so if we do good behavior, he may get out before that or something. I heard. I just felt bad
Fed
for him
time?
a little bit.
No.
He's 55, so he'll be 85 technically.
Yeah, that's what I said. Where was you at?
Is that quality? No, I was probably looking up something else. Is that quality of life still there? 80 years old?
Yes.
I mean, I'm sure he'll still want to get out. I'm sure he's gonna be like, leave me in here for another day. But
now, you know, he switched lawyers. He switched attorneys midway during this trial, right? And the attorney that he has right now is the one that had Bill Cosby's case, his civil case anyway. And of course, we know Bill Cosby just lost his civil case.
Didn't he just lose? I don't know if I want that team.
And so one in the same.
Give me Johnny Depp on the phone. I need his people.
Right. That's his attorney too. So,
you know, it's funny when Jay-Z made that song about OJ, he said, I'm not black, I'm OJ, and he went okay, and we were kind of like smirking because OJ did wind up going to jail afterwards for some old dumb shit
or something.
But wasn't OJ kind of right? Like, oh, what OJ did was absolutely amazing. Wait, let me rephrase that.
Rephrase that.
In
like,
courts,
where you going?
What OJ got away with in courts, what he got away with in court was absolutely amazing. How the prosecutors were so ill-equipped to deal with that case. But the fact that when he lost the civil case, he had money in an account that by some rhyme or reason, even if you beat him in a civil case, you can't touch that money.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you know OJ was different. He knew different people.
Mm-hmm.
He was like R. Kelly doesn't know those people.
Mm-mm.
He's not in those circles.
And
like,
he was taking care of so many people, friends, family, people in his entourage for years. And they say allegedly, you know, that it's dried up. He's not even sending anything to family members who he's taken care of for decades.
Yeah, he can. He got to worry about himself.
Right.
Ain't got no money for y'all.
Now I wonder if
Other
those
than
same
parents,
people are gonna put something on his JPay.
I don't understand people other than parents and siblings, like my sister. Like, let's say I got $300 million. Yeah, y'all good. Like, y'all never gonna work again. But some of y'all people really live off another dude sending you checks. And you really are cool with that. Like, you're just gonna live off of him sending you checks because you're just I got a problem with that. Like, I'm taking the checks, but I'm doing something with these checks.
With the checks, right?
To make something happen. Like, I don't even care if I'm just booking comedy shows and getting the Bill Bellamy's of the world to come and Eddie Griffins and everything like that and just doing these shows and making some type of money. Some of y'all really get on my nerves with just sitting there waiting on checks to come from another human being who is not your father or mother. y'all are
them
crazy.
baby mamas out there.
They never thought that the money was going to dry up.
Yeah, I mean,
the money was going to dry up. So, you know, it's one of those things that.
Oh, yeah, you thinking.
They
if
just,
you think,
depend on him. They thought he was a money tree. And if you think about it, the longevity of it, he's been in the business for the better part of over 30 years?
30 years at least. Yeah.
Yes, at least.
No,
and not just his music, things that he's written for other people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like he was swimming in money.
He's supposed to, I mean, the alleged story was that he wasn't the best reader in the world. Okay,
right,
they said he couldn't read. That's what people said.
Functional illiterate. Yes.
A functional illiterate.
When
you write, I Believe I Can Fly, your publishing should have you set for life.
Yeah.
And that's just one song.
Kodak,
but that song itself.
So many different companies use that.
What?
They used it at a so many graduations one year, I think back in 97. It was a huge song. It was definitely a crossover, you know, commercialized used song. So I don't know.
I hate to say this because this is gonna sound like a hater comment, and it is a hater comment.
I'm here.
Like, I'm going through some stuff in my life right now, but when you see R. Kelly, you go like, I ain't going through that shit.
Right.
Like, it makes you feel better about your situation.
Man, it could be a lot worse.
I said it could be a lot worse right now, dog. You got a remote control in your hand, sipping on juice. Like, nope. You're pretty good, damn it. You're
but
pretty
you know
good.
what's crazy? Because a lot of stuff came out during this trial. The people who helped him set up the marriage between Aaliyah and him testified against him about the marriage and about, you know, him dealing with an underage girl at that time because they said they thought that Aaliyah was pregnant at the time.
You know, we always got them. You know, we always got them moments that we think back and say, I wish I just would have stayed home that day. Or I wish I didn't have that drink, or I wish I didn't see that person. Can you imagine all the wishes that he has right now sitting there going like, if I just would have never, if I just would have.
But he got a sickness though, to be honest. Like he can't stop. Like even when it was all going down, remember it still was messing with the young girls. Like he's thinking that, hey, I'm untouchable.
Yeah, and that was brought up. The defense, of course, touched on the fact that he was molested by his sister and a landlord.
That don't give you the right.
Nope, and of course, they put one of the victims on the stand, and she said, "My father was molested as a child, but he didn't molest me." And so that was you know very crucial, I think, and poignant in the you know going towards the defense side because. It's like now you can't really use that as a padding. The judge acknowledged it, but she said that's no excuse. She said, you know, basically they called him a monster. R. Kelly said, I just want to refute the fact that you guys are painting me out to be a monster. I'm not a monster.
Everybody, after the sex tape drop, right? After R. Kelly's sex tape drop years ago, I believe every parent that took their kid to meet R. Kelly after that sex tape drop deserves to go to jail for some time. You cannot take your kid to sing.
Right.
You cannot take your kid. Yeah, you can't take your kid to go sing in front of R. Kelly after you see the sex tape. Now, before the sex tape, you may not have known. But you're still a thirsty ass parent who ain't no good for sending your daughter in there to go sing for a grown ass man and have her just disappear in studios with this man because you thirsty for them to get famous and you want to make some bread. Like, there gotta be some accountability for y'all too.
That's what I don't understand, Mike, because I'm like, okay, everybody does what they need to do to get their kids on, but the fact that they left their little girls, because that's what they were still, little girls, at the hands of a grown man who they didn't know.
That they didn't know.
You know his music, but you don't know him as a person, and would let their children go for days at a time.
Yeah, Monty did a photo shoot with this white guy who turned out to be a super nice white guy, right? He did a great job with the pictures. You think I'm letting him take pictures with her, just him and her in the damn studio, just chilling? I was right over old boy's shoulder. Like, okay, all right. I want to see exactly what this camera's focusing on. He did a great job. He was amazing. He did a great job. He was very polite. We set it up. It was at my mom's house. The whole thing went well. But you guys were sending your daughters to go sit in studios at like 2 a.m. with R. Kelly and his boys.
Yes.
I can't just put that.
I'm supporting her, following her dream. She's going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to support her. I'm going to keep my ass in that studio and we're going to sit there.
Oh, no, but they don't want extra people in here. It's a vibe. Come on, Dad.
Yeah, you don't want my daughter. And she's underage, so play with me if you want. Because the cops will come.
You're ruining it. You're ruining it. I'm running away. And that's what happened. The Ariel, Clary, or whatever, Azrael, they left.
If you think about it, Aaliyah's parents did the same thing.
Yeah. Nobody ever questions that.
He's a superstar. He was one of the biggest R&B artists at that time.
You're forgetting her uncle was Barry, who was married to Gladys Knight. So she had connections before she met R. Kelly. He just happened to be representing R. Kelly, and that's how they actually met and paired up with music.
But Jay has an amazing point because Priscilla Presley's parents signed off on him marrying her when she was underage.
Yes.
They signed off to let
with her when she was 12.
She was 12, 13 years old.
Yes.
And I'm going to repeat this. Go to YouTube and look at the Priscilla Presley, Barbara Walters interview. It's on YouTube. She says when she was in school, she said they would hold each other all night long. And then when they woke up in the morning, he would give her pills that she could take to get through school because she was so tired of hanging. They just held each other all night long.
I'm gonna hold you.
He would give her uppers to stay up and hang out, and then give her give her downers or whatever, uppers and downers. And yeah, I read the book some time ago, and it didn't resonate with me that this was a grown ass man, a full grown ass man coming out of service.
So in his movie, you think they, 13-year-old so it's an Elvis movie that's out. I wonder if they hit on any of that. They're probably not. But
here's the kicker. He's an icon, right? Millions of people go to Graceland a year to visit, right?
Yeah.
Where is the outrage? Where is the cancellation? Where is the, because she wasn't the first underage girl that he messed with.
I want to know, when's the documentary coming out, the Neverland, that y'all did on Michael Jackson?
Right.
When y'all gonna do the Neverland on Elvis Presley and call it Graceland? And call it Graceland and have that. And let me see all y'all people jump on the bandwagon. And this is all factual. Y'all ain't gotta say allegedly.
Right.
And let me see the king of rock and roll. We ain't gonna talk about another rock and roll star named Jerry Lee Lewis, but his stuff is out there for marrying his first cousin.
Yes.
Let's just understand this. I'm not justifying R. Kelly. R. Kelly gets what he deserves.
No,
it's just a bias.
If we're gonna give this man 30 years, and we're saying that's the penalty for things like this.
Woody Allen adopted his daughter and then married the daughter he adopted. Yes. He used adoption like it was tender.
That's not funny, but I get it.
Dog, he really did.
Yeah.
And he sat at basketball. Now he doesn't go to the Knicks games anymore. But for a while, he sat at Madison Square Garden and they would show him on the big screen with his adopted daughter wife.
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, we man, listen. I don't know if it's right or wrong, But white folks got a way of protecting their celebrities. Like, we turn pretty fast on ours, but I'm not saying it's right. R. Kelly got what he deserved or what he did and everything like that, and Bill Cosby and all that other stuff. But man, there's a lot of folks out there who are doing it in plain sight and did it for years and are still being honored. And now Elvis, the movie, is out. I'm wondering if I want to see that movie to see if they even touch on that, or do they make his romance with Priscilla Presley?
Yeah, I couldn't sit through it probably. Just because I ain't even into Elvis to even care enough to sit through the music and all that stuff. I'm sure
Ray Charles said it. Ray Charles went in on Elvis. He was like, man, he was overrated. He took everything he did, we had been doing for years. People have been doing everything he did for years. I mean, the dude literally stole songs. They weren't his songs.
But that was different back then, yeah.
He stole every dance move. He did nothing special, y'all. Nothing. He was a horrible actor. Like, y'all, man. No wonder why Ray Charles Poor had a little heroin addiction.
I just find it very interesting how, we cancel, and we're not condoning any of these behaviors, but we cancel out and we want to make an example out of R. Kelly. But there are men who have been doing this for years in plain sight, and Hollywood accepts it. Now, all of a sudden, they want to take away everything from this one person. Well, why are you not doing it across the board? And that's my question.
Yeah, because it took Kevin Spacey to get his ass in trouble in England for him to be in jeopardy of going to jail now. Because England ain't playing with you unless you the king or the queen or the prince, and not the other prince. The prince y'all like. They don't like.
Yes.
They don't like the prince with the white girl who's kind of black. They don't like that prince.
Not Zamunda.
They don't like Soul Train Prince. They like the regular Prince. But what she say?
No, I'm talking about Tam.
What Tam said?
No, she's talking about the bias in Hollywood.
I mean, Little Richard put it on blast. Like, he let everybody know all of that shimmy and shaking and body rolling.
I did that first.
Him and stole from a lot of the black artists.
All of them
of that time. Yes. Even their songs, they would take them. They wouldn't play Little Richard on the radio, certain places. And then you turn around next week and Buddy Holly or somebody else has done your song.
So at least they're
playing it on TV.
At least the people that Friends recently, on that same note, Friends acknowledged that they stole from Living Single and the black culture and all of that, and they donated some money to some black organizations. So I saw that recently in the news. So they're acknowledging that they steal from us now. So maybe that's the term.
Let me tell you what a slap in the face it is for you to donate some money when y'all bastards was making each $1 million an episode. Y'all can't make up for that. Like, stop playing. Stop letting your guilty conscience about we donating to the NAACP. No, we need to donate that $1 million an episode that Queen Latifah and the rest of them cats should have been getting. Poor Hilton didn't get no. Jim Hidden, whatever his name is, didn't get no damn $1 million.
Overton.
Poor Overton.
Whatever, yeah, Overton.
I was making like 30, 40, 50, maybe 50,000 an episode, which I would take in a heartbeat, but it wasn't no $1 million an episode. And them reruns is crazy. We lost Sexy Mo.
Look, we got allegedly with Sexy Mo with no Sexy Mo.
And allegedly she left.
And allegedly. Well, it is Friday.
All right, today I have a segment called that I'm going to try and do every Friday.
Okay.
It's called Is It Just Me? And it's just my editorial or my commentary on something that's going on in pop culture, or maybe in my life, or maybe in anything. There are no barriers. There are no lines I can't talk about. So I'm gonna time myself. So I won't go too long. Let me see. Let me get
what's the goal? Is it a minute and a half? Is it 2 minutes?
I don't know. It depends on this one. It depends. We're gonna see how it goes. It's a test run.
Allegedly she left. Refresh.
All right. In the morning, you gotta be a parent in the morning.
So, is it just me? Athletes are doing podcasts, and they're becoming very popular. A lot of former athletes, a lot of basketball players. Obviously one of the most famous is probably Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, who go all the way in and all the smoke. But these are former athletes. These are athletes that already played. They made all the money they can possibly make in the NBA. And now they found a new revenue stream that they can make money. And there's a lot of them out there doing their thing, and I applaud them. They got the one with what's his name? Chad Ochocinco.
Okay.
Terrell Owens has one.
Nice.
That one is not that good. But Gilbert Arenas has a very good one.
Okay.
And Draymond Green has now dropped his hat in the arena. Draymond Green, Golden State Warriors, four-time champion, just went in on Kendrick Perkins, former NBA player, on ESPN, and blasted him and went as far as to call him a coon. And I want to tell Draymond something about this microphone and these cameras. They can hypnotize you, and you can forget that you're talking to a lot of people. And in your case, you're talking to millions of people. And when you call somebody a coon, another black man a coon, in my opinion, you've taken it too far. Now, you had to retract the statement, which you did. But it's just a matter of time, Draymond, before you screw up. Because you love being on that microphone and you love talking reckless. You represent the Golden State Warriors and you still got a lot of money to make, Draymond. A whole lot. And I want to give you a piece of advice that's so like random. What Wallow and Gilly say on $1 million worth of game, you can't say. What Nori says on Drink Champs, you can't say. Now you're going to say, well, what is it that I can't say? And I go, I don't know until you say it. Everything is so subjective. We really don't know what you can't say. But once you say it, we'll be like, you can't say that. People, I lost and reunited with a friend off of talking about Bill Cosby. We lost people on the show that were guests for talking about Bill Cosby. I never in a million years thought Bill Cosby would be that big a deal. But I knew right after we said it, or I said it, that, you know what? You probably shouldn't have said that.
Maybe, kind of, sort of.
But who the fuck knows?
Perhaps.
Instagram doesn't even know what you can't say until you say it. I have reposted people's posts on Instagram that have millions of views, millions of likes, and then I posted it on my page and I got reprimanded. So what they told me was that person can post it, but you can't post it. Right. There are no rules or regulations. They are so wide range, we don't even know. So Draymond, if I was you, I would just be a happy dude on your podcast and just enjoy your happiness and the rest of the hundreds of millions of dollars that you're going to make. Charles Barkley is going to retire from TNT. He can't wait to retire. All he's talking about is retiring. His seat is waiting for you. They would love to have you take over Charles's seat because you got the same I don't give a damn attitude. But until then, just watch your step. But maybe it's just me. And I did that in under 4 minutes, and I'm proud of myself, people. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Every Friday is going to be Is It Just Me segment with Michael Shawn.
Every Friday. I'm going to try and be productive on Fridays. Every day, hell no. I am not Charlemagne. I am not getting Charlemagne checks. I am not doing research to do Donkey of the Day. I will do it every Friday. And some days, I may not have anything. Okay. Hey. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something that Jay Black sent us. And I wish Shawnee was on here with this one. Jay Black sent us a clip. There you go, Tim. Sent us a video clip and literally said, this is his life.
Oh, I didn't think he was gonna say that part. All right.
Oh boy.
He said in the text message, he sent the video and then said, this is his life.
Wait a minute, let me go back so I can start it from the beginning.
I was stunned that the man admitted that this is his life.
Yeah.
Where's the video?
Yeah,
this is my life. Yeah, I do a great setup. This is my life. I do a great setup. The video is to pop on.
Because Shawnee's not here. So hey, I got to do it myself.
Come on, Jake.
Here we go.
Come
on, now you want to act like you can't produce.
Here we go.
All right, here's the video.
Now we need the sound.
Do
sound.
for the man.
Everything.
Take it from the top. No. We need to begin it. We need to
Packing
begin it.
his bag.
Rewind. We need it from the top. We need to hit.
That's the thing with this. I can't rewind it. It gotta play. It's like TikTok. You know, you can't rewind it. So I'm gonna let it loop around. But yeah, submissive love. Look, Tam already know about it.
Tam, you know about the submissive love. What you know about the submissive
love?
I didn't even think submissive love existed anymore. I didn't know. There's a fine line between submissive.
Because I think in terms of how people interpret it, like, so I just saw the front of the clip where it said packing his clothes. Well, I do that because I want to make sure he's good. I don't think that means that I'm being submissive. It just means that I'm being caring.
Does he even have to ask you to pack his clothes, or you just do it on your own?
I automatically ask him, you want me to pack your stuff? And he normally be like, no, like, I'm good, I got it. But that's like that's a love gesture. I don't think it's so much being submissive. I think more so along the lines if she felt like I have to do this, like in servitude.
Let's clap it up for that education right there.
I don't find that to be a category for submissiveness. Let me hear the rest of what she.
All right, Jay, you ready?
Here we go.
From all that you're giving, what are you asking for in return? What does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how are you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like he's rotten, but I love that. Like I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself, but now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy every night, like clockwork. I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting?
All right.
So what man, like let's really dissect this, because what man wouldn't like somebody every night rubbing their back and scratching their back? Shit, I want that.
Who is this angel that God has sent on this earth to bless us with this? And why is this called submissive if she likes doing it?
It's not submissive. And I do want to correct her on one thing when she says that she loves someone.
She said she can heal.
She said that she heals and sometimes it drains her. Love shouldn't drain you. Acts of love and kindness shouldn't drain you. And healing someone else, or first of all, you can't heal anyone. You can help them. You can be their support in their healing journey, in their process, but you can't heal a person. So I get her concept, and that's great. She did say one key thing: it works for us.
Yep.
She might be able to heal me. I don't know. I think her love. I think her love could heal me. I think that
Shawn, she said she can hear his breathing change, and
and that stuff used to freak me out with Lady Q. I hear you breathe. Like she does the breathing changes, the knowing things. Sometimes they're like, wait, stop reading my mind. Like, how did you know?
But that's called being in tune with your mate, understanding your mate, understanding the shifts when things are wrong, understanding the energy that your mate is giving off if it's unsettled. You know what I mean? But that is not submissiveness. I don't consider that being submissive.
I don't want to take any credit
I
away
feel like that's
from
just
Lady.
taking care of your mate.
I don't want to take any credit away from Lady Q, but Jay's a pretty predictable dude.
No, she be no. Even like yesterday, coming home from the park, like she already had me and my boy. She had us like food waiting on the table, and she's out laying in the hammock. Listen, we walk in the door, she's not even in the house, but it's food right there that she know that we
because she
want.
know y'all ass is gonna want to eat it.
So you gonna want to eat? Yeah, that's not spontaneous. That's pretty predictable. Yep.
But it blew me away because how did she know? And then we ain't got.
That's
bam,
like
and
saying,
she's laying out chilling.
How does she know to turn the TV on and put Jeopardy at 7:00? It's just he knows. She knows.
It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. But what's the opposing view, Mo? Because I'm seeing, because of course, I mean the comments were a lot of it was in support of. But
there's a lot of things. There's a lot of holes there. So Tam says you definitely can't heal a person or save one because it will drain you on empty. And the girl talked about that. She was like, and sometimes it's so draining. It shouldn't be, because you're a vessel of support. You're not the vessel that's gonna take it. He has to do the work. When it comes to healing, that person has to do the work for themselves. You can only be there to be a support system. Baby, you okay today? Did you eat today? How was work today? Just being an active listener to and being in tune to what's going on with them. But to say that's submissive, that's a stretch.
For a woman to believe that her love can heal you is an amazing statement to make, girl.
Well, love can heal. I think that love can heal a lot of things. Can heal all wounds.
Yeah.
Loving on a person who has never experienced what real love feels like can be amazing, and it can be a game changer and life changing for them. But to say that means that you're being submissive, no, I just think the terminology and the concept is flawed.
Oh, I know there are women out there who are angry at this. I know there are women out there who are angry at this. We got to do all that. Why I got to, just because you ain't got no life? What? I got a job. What if I can't scratch his back? What if I can't bring the meal to him? What if I can't pack his bag? I'm working too. There are people who are watching this and angry.
That's what she named.
And I'm a woman. I'm not angry. I think that she named a lot of things that worked for her man, the things that he needed. And those are that's like another key concept. What does your mate need? It's what your mate needs.
I'm telling you.
So maybe Jay don't need his back scratched. Maybe he need his big toe rub, for 3 minutes at night while he's watching Jeopardy. Maybe he needs, his head rub.
I wish you would have told the whole thing, because I know she just doesn't scratch his back to sleep every night. You needed to give us the whole thing. She's a beautiful girl. Like, you needed to tell us everything.
But Shawnee was like, well, I better be well kept, because Shawnee was the
you already know.
It just seemed like the thing, and so here it goes. When you're talking about submissiveness, most of the time, if you're talking about the real concept of being submissive, then the other party is also in return. What's the reciprocation?
But she don't need it.
It's still a contract. It's an agreeable contract between two people when you talk about submission.
But that's when women get mad. This is when women get mad, when it's not given back and she doesn't want it back. Do you?
Well, you shouldn't be folding clothes, making meals, and doing all of that if you're looking for it to be a payoff to something else. Mm-hmm. Those things are things that you're doing naturally for your mate, because you want to make them happy. You want to make life easier. And hopefully they're reciprocating that and making your life easier. The things that you desire, or the way you want to be treated.
But when they not,
it's a contract.
But when they not, women get all in they bag.
Well,
they get in their bag. Like look at Lady Q.
If a man taking care of his woman and she ain't cooking, she ain't cleaning, she ain't doing none of the things that he needs, rubbing backs or whatever it is that he needs, he ain't gonna be happy. He like, I'm taking care of my house and I gotta come in the house and dang, like all I'm asking for is maybe a hot meal every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Or, whatever it is that he's
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Feel good when he comes home.
This woman is every day. Lady Q's being called names by her mom, and said they call her a Stepford wife because of what she does.
Wait, run that back.
She said, my mom and sister think I'm a Stepford wife. They give her they give her the business for doing all the stuff that she does.
So I Lady Q, you know, a lot of times our families look at our relationships, and because that's not how they operate or typically operate, they feel like it's something wrong. It's not the norm. But I feel like whatever you're doing in your relationship, if it works for you and your mate, and it's not toxic or harmful to you or your other half, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Because she was breaking it down before, because when she say like she's tired and it's like, oh God, well, I'm not asking her for nothing. But she would get even more bad. It's like, huh, that's not what I'm saying. I want to do it. I just want a little, you know, support with some areas. You know, whatever the case may be. It's not about not doing. She wants to do that. Because me, I'm thinking, well, all right, well, fine. I make my own food. Well, you know, I figure this out on my own. Let me see. How do I do this? Yeah, I figure this out.
She's making you these things out of love.
Yes.
Like Tam just said, it's about love language. It really is. It's about understanding your mate's love language. She is making you that food because even though she's tired.
Because that's what Jay wants.
No, but she wants to do that.
But Jay,
she wants to do that because Jay led that and made it clear that he really wants that.
Right, but when Jay Black sees that she's tired or she's running,
he don't clean the kitchen. He don't clean the kitchen.
Because if I clean the kitchen, she gonna say I ain't do it right. So they want to still clean their kitchen.
No, they don't want to clean the kitchen. You don't learn how to do it right. Then you should be like, how do I do it right? Yeah. Like Jay says, I'm gonna clean it the way I want to clean it. And then when she says you don't do it right, he don't never go, well, how exactly is right?
Yeah. Or pay attention. Even if you don't want to ask her, watch how she does things. Watch where she puts things up. Don't put the paprika next to the cage and see, you know, like pay attention to her system so that when you see her running out of gas, you could pick right back up and do everything. Be like, oh no, that's done. She might go behind you and be like, oh, let me see if this nigga put this stuff up right.
She ain't want them bushes cut down.
She didn't even notice the first one. I was like, wait, I didn't even notice.
She knew something was off. She knew something was off.
She was like, there he go, cutting the bushes down because he think we're going to have a predator come and hide behind the bushes.
But yeah, that's interesting that there's a lot of people that agree with that lady. And hey, I
want to thank all you chauvinistic men who ruined that. That lady right there, and what she does in 1965, that was the average woman.
Yeah.
She didn't stick out.
Yeah.
But you dumbass men screwed it all up by taking advantage. That was a usual thing. That was usual. You got your back rubbed back in the 60s. My dad was one of them who ruined it. Because you guys would come home at 3 a.m. and be mad that the food wasn't hot. Back on the bushes. Yes. We had it. But y'all dumbass men couldn't treat women right. When they wanted to go get another job, y'all had to get all mad because they wanted to be lawyers and y'all wanted to screw it up. Every woman didn't want to be a lawyer. There were just a few women who wanted to have their own career. All y'all had to do was say, okay.
Or some pocket money. Because back then, they just wanted some money to be able on their own to be able to go do whatever. But the funny thing is, when you're talking about that model from the 60s where, you know, the wife did all of these things for the household and the man had his role, a lot of men brought their paychecks home, kept a little for themselves, and set the rest of the money on the table.
Yes. But then y'all dumbass men started having
submissiveness. When you're talking about, women being submissive and, you know, cooking, cleaning, making sure your clothes is right, making sure the kids is right, making sure the household is tight, they were bringing home the bread and butter too. And the woman didn't have to think about that. The woman didn't have to be a contributor as much. I'm
saying, I wonder if the woman like Jeanette, oh my God, had over 10,000 likes and people really rock with that. I wonder if those people are single that disagree.
Or not just single, but you got to think about people's experiences, Jay Black.
To each his own.
But
how is it so wild?
They may have been scorned. It may have been a man that they did all of these things for, and it wasn't appreciated. Mike just said, men just F it up. They mess it up.
We messed it up. Then you had a woman like in 66, 67 who was doing all this stuff. And what you do? Have a whole family on the other side of town. And you just created Down the street, you don't got a whole new family. All you had to do was appreciate the woman and what she was doing. This woman needs to have kids. She needs to have kids right here.
I wonder if she do. That's a good question.
But men screwed it up.
Yeah.
Came home expecting stuff.
It's a great model, like the things that she's saying.
Or women, or is it that independent, strong woman mentality? I don't need a man for nothing. And
that was Gloria Steinem and all them.
I think that was that
them
whole
chicks.
movement.
Yeah, they came and ruined it.
I really wish men would stop like putting the label of strong when they in front of independent women. I say resilient. Because strong that word strong, men interpret that as you strong, you don't need nobody, you don't need anything. Strong interprets that you can handle anything.
I got my own money.
I got my own money.
Yeah, but I still want to spend Craig's.
I get my own money, and my man gives me what?
I got my own money, but sometimes I want to spend Craig's money. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
Doing anything in her relationship. Yeah, she was like, I'm not doing anything in my relationship. Nothing.
And that's why she's single, in my opinion.
Not doing that. The two extremes. We should have played the two. That's what we should have played. We should play both those videos and see the difference. Man, the world is crazy.
Wait, do we have that?
It go from one stream to another. Like, I just want a happy medium.
Yeah, but let me tell you, you don't need it. And as a single mom who is in a house without a male per se every day, I'm taking out the trash, I'm doing this, trust me.
All right, we're going to do back to back. So we go.
I don't want to do anything for you. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to clean for you. I don't want to be your secretary and set your appointments and chase you around and make you go because of your health. I don't want to pick up your socks for you. I don't want to be one of those people who comes on TikToks and makes funny videos about how you can't do anything for yourself and men do the darndest things and everybody's in the comments like, yeah, my husband does that too. My boyfriend does that too. Fuck that. I want to be with somebody who is an adult, a fully functioning adult. It's been proven time and time again that men are the ones who benefit from marriage and relationships because we get in them and we do everything and they just get to sit back. This is probably reason number 500,000 of why I'm going to be single for the rest of my life. And I'm fine with that.
All right. That's one extreme. I'm not doing nothing. And then this is the other extreme.
Does a submissive woman do for her man?
Everything.
What does that mean?
You know, like packing his bag, unpacking his bag, just making sure all the things that he wants. And like, I pretty much read his mind. So it's like, if I know you and I study you, like I know how you are in the morning. I know how you are about midday. I know when you're in this mood, what you need. Like before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like he's rotten, but I love that. Like I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself, but now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like that's who I am. Like if I love you, I can heal you.
It's your joy.
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy every night, like clockwork. I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest, you know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer. What are you getting?
Bam. Mike
and so again, like it's nothing wrong with that. I think she's confusing submissiveness with, you know, identifying her love language with him. I really do. I mean, those are acts of service. Those are, you know, just saying, baby, I want you to be, you know, I want you to be at peace. That's not submissive.
I want to see those two ladies in a room and just get a debate going.
Like you just want them to kiss.
I just
about what she's talking about.
No, I want to see them two just. I ain't seen two people with more opposite opinions on what they do to take part in a relationship. I would love to see these two be right in the middle. Like, first of all, the first girl, and I hate to say this, but who used you up?
Yeah, that's
what Tim
evident.
saying. Bitterness. Yeah.
That's extremely evident. You can tell that somebody hurt her, and she was like, "I'm
She
fed
need to
up.
be
I'm
healed back to
tired."
life. She need that dude to help heal her.
She fed up.
Real
She
talk.
tired. Like, that's it.
That girl said, "My love will heal you." Man, that is a bar. She just spit a bar.
Yeah.
I will love you back to health.
I can't even front, dude. The
Break
psychoness
down,
in me has calmed down drastically. Like all of that I used to be over the top, not trusting anything. I can't even front. I don't that fear is not there. Like a lot
You
of
know
that stuff
why?
that
Because you have a
over the
woman in
years.
your household that basically does those things for you. So
Put the
when you
comment
hear it
before that up.
outside, it's like it makes you reflect. Like, oh damn, Lady Q already does that for me.
She did, yeah. Like
She does all those things for me.
You are not my child. I am not your mother. And that came straight for the fire. She don't want smoke. She came with the fire. She said, I am not your mother. My mother ain't never scratched my back. Now, when I had asthma, she would pat my back, but she ain't never scratched my back.
Change the mentality.
I mean, I do rub my son's feet at night, at night.
Oh, you
creating
a monster right now, boy.
I've been rubbing his back since he was an infant.
Oh
they
boy,
say it soothes the baby. So he'd be like, "Mom, my back hurts. Can you please rub it?" I was like, "Yeah, I know. I'm making you rotten for whoever you gonna marry. Whoever your girlfriend is, you're gonna be rotten."
We've been dapping it up for Lady Q for years.
Yes.
What are you late? We've been praying for Lady Q. We've dapped it up for Lady Q. We got the Q comments brought to you by wokeupinspired.com.
But people think when you hear submissive that she just like that I just run everything. She's the hoot and holler. She's the one that's cuckoo, when it comes to, if there's a disagreement, she's the one that's over the top. Like, so it's not like I don't.
But
I mean, she's really running everything.
Her voice, J Black. Don't do that.
But that hollering is very annoying, but she still do it. So I'm not in control
but you
of
got
anything.
your shit with you too. Like the way that you move in arguments is a little different too. Just because she holler and raise her voice.
But when people think she's a Stepford wife or whatever, and
I disagree. And I hate
over
that
here.
they call her that.
Not.
Yes.
Jay is a little drastic, or who's allowed in the house and shit like that.
Because I don't trust and I like my circle. I like super, super tight within the household, and I don't like a lot of people coming over, and I don't like guys. I definitely don't like dudes.
I don't trust. I don't want no. She can't have company.
Yeah, she do what she want to do. She's grown. But if she thinks something is going to drastically affect me, she's going to think about that within her decision.
She just got turn the cameras off inside your house when people come over.
No, cameras stay on for safety reasons.
While she got company, what's going to happen inside your house?
Anything can happen. Honestly, the cameras help more times than not. People lose stuff, can't remember this, and then you can go back and look, and it helps a lot.
It's a house. It's not a damn department store. You ain't got to look back on the cameras to help nobody find shit.
No, just little stuff like, hey, I couldn't find where I put this at. And my son is like, oh, pull the camera. Where did I leave it? Or, like, hey, she broke a glass the other day. She's like, where did that glass come from? She looked back at the footage. Oh, it was inside of a pot. When you lift the pot up upside down, it fell, boom. Like, it can help with little things you just may be curious of, too. But safety and security reasons, I like it.
No, they lasted. So,
yeah, it works for us.
They worked. I don't know how. They did. They worked it out. They're a well-oiled machine now.
Yeah.
Well,
I give her credit.
She manages J Black very well. She manages.
She healed this dude. She healed him. Her love healed him.
I was scarred.
I see such a big difference since Lady Q has been in your life and how you are. Mm. So shout out to Lady Q. I think that she needs like something extra special. Like
she gets a badge of honor. I was shocked that she had social media presence.
What you mean? I've changed. Like I said,
I was shocked that he ain't flip over that.
Yeah, because you can't be a tyrant, Jay. You can be a tyrant.
I don't. Every once in a while I take a little sneak peek, see who's good every once in a while. But
why he double liking that picture?
I'm surprised that the comments ain't cut off. I'm surprised that the comments haven't been like he ain't been like, yo, you can get on, just shut the comments down. She healed this dude. Yes, she did.
She did.
I don't even know why I said that because I don't even want to put an idea in his head.
Lady Q says the dogs keep people away, and I want to get out the house, so not many people visit. Interesting.
No, we ain't never seen Jay Black's house.
When I was in Jersey, I had an event when I was in Jersey, and everybody did come over. Well,
I've never been to Jay Black's house ever.
Jay Black is like going to the back cave.
You and the girls came. It was one time.
I did.
Yeah,
yes, we did.
One time.
It was one time in over 20 some years.
It was my son's birthday. I think he turned 1. Yeah, so that was like 2013.
It was one time. Yeah.
Yeah. See, bam. I had an event.
Unbelievable.
If there was an emergency, he said, yo, I need you to come to my house. I said, well, I need the address.
That's funny. All right.
Oh, man. Yeah, Tantan, I'm all right. It's just Friday, man. It got me the yawns, and I ain't arguing with Shawnee. So that's the thing. We when we just needed a late
it's Friday, and let's face it, all week your sleep pattern been a little shaky. It's been different. Some nights you getting sleep and some nights you not.
I slept better last night, but I still wake up.
Too much sleep, you know that, right? There is a such thing as getting too much sleep, and
I
wake up extra tired.
I didn't get too much sleep. I just at least I fell asleep. That's the key. Just falling asleep. Just you go like, oh, it's about to happen. It's about to happen. This is greatness. And then you finally doze off. Everybody can't be Jay Black and just lay their head on a damn pillow.
Lay down and go right to sleep.
I don't even understand how that process goes. I'm just happy it's Friday. Even though I act like I got plans for the weekend. That's what be killing me.
This weekend?
I ain't doing nothing this weekend.
July 4th weekend?
Made in America. I think it's Made in America Fest is coming to Philadelphia.
Yeah, but you know how hard it is to drive into Philly and knowing that you might be stuck in Philly until 2:00 in the morning or whatever to get your ass back out of Philly. And I'm not one of the people who do the smart things and I park like by the Ben Franklin Bridge and take public transportation over so then you can come back over. Who wants to do all that? Jeanette?
Oh, no,
this is where the Comfort Inn would have came. Remember, the Comfort Inn used to come in really it came in clutch.
Oh, the Comfort Inn was so great. It was so great. It was right there.
View to everything.
Fireworks.
Yes.
Didn't matter what it was. We were right there, just looking out the window with perfect vision.
So do you watch fireworks? I think it's redundant. I think it's the same thing. Fireworks. I'm not big on that. You so
grumpy. You so grumpy. I know, buddy.
Just watching fire. It's the same thing. Like it's nothing. Now, if I'm doing it, a part of it is probably different. But you just go down and watch fireworks, or you go out to watch them.
Yes, that's the highlight.
I think the Macy's fireworks in New York City is probably next to Disney World.
Yes, nothing tops that.
Yeah, Disney World's fireworks are a little ridiculous.
Why don't they do fireworks for Juneteenth? Why they don't do it then?
They do. They do. Jesus.
I ain't see fireworks on Juneteenth like this.
They're called gunshots.
One thing at a time. We just got a national.
108. That's the promo.
We don't do fireworks for Juneteenth. We celebrate Black vendors. We celebrate our Blackness. We celebrate a lot of other things, but we don't do fireworks.
See, Draymond Green, that's something you can't say, Draymond. That's something you can't say. I'm a comedian, y'all. I'm a comedian at heart. The Macy's fireworks are amazing in New York, but I saw those like 15 years ago. So I forget when I saw it. I was doing a show, and the only thing about New York City is if when you watch the Macy's fireworks, you go to the river, wherever it's at, whatever river it's at. But then what you got to worry about is when you're walking through, well, probably not, because it's probably gentrification has kicked in. When you're walking back from the fireworks, now the crazy asses are doing their own fireworks in the streets, and they're shooting fireworks at each other over you as you're walking in the middle of the street. So that's a whole nother thing. They did.
Well,
White
speaking
folks
of
complain
shooting, Michael Shawn, because we're still doing allegedly.
Speaking of shooting, allegedly. All right,
allegedly.
Let's get this mother crawl. Yo, what's up? Baby, let's go.
Allegedly. With Sexy Mo. Powered by Media Room 360 TV.
Okay.
So they say by the end of this year, Nick Cannon is going to be on child number 14. 1-4. He has another one on the way. He's creating a whole tribe. He almost has a basketball team, a starting lineup.
14 kids. Like, number one, those are Bible numbers. When you start getting 14 kids, is there any possible way that he can pay proper attention to 14 different kids?
Well, apparently he is spreading himself and the love around, because you're not hearing any of his baby mamas complain. You're not hearing anybody in the news, dragging him for filth, saying that he's not taking care of his kids. So he must be doing an amazing job.
14.
Yeah, but there's no way.
He's not the only person, Jay Black. He's not the first person to ever do this. Y'all remember Philip Michael Thomas?
Yeah.
From Miami Vice, the one with the light eyes.
Mm-hmm.
He has like 14 or 15 kids himself.
Yeah, he ain't taking. Let me look at Nick Cannon.
I don't know if he's taking care of all of his kids.
But how many different baby moms and because Nick ain't with none of them, like living wise.
So nobody even talks about the unsafe sex part of this.
Oh, with all of the women. Well, I mean, you don't know if he's having them tested, if they are, they're his partners. They're his sexual partners. So you don't know if they're having him tested or what, but yeah.
Let me see. Nick Cannon says here. Now this ain't always right. I should go to Forbes. This said he's worth $45 million. I thought he was worth more. Let me see. Net worth Forbes. Yeah, let's go to Forbes. Forbes is more accurate. Is Nick Cannon a billionaire? No, he's not. Oh, now see, here it says he's worth $60 million. June 17th, 2022, he's worth $60 million. But he's got 14 kids.
Right.
I mean, like, there's no way. Can you even remember 14 kids? Can he really just name them kids from 1 to 14's names?
I can't even keep up with one. So I dare not try to understand how he keeps up with 14 or 15. But since his diagnosis, remember, he was just saying that he wants a big family. He wants to spread the love and spread his seed.
But my thing is,
no pun intended.
So you only got 5 different baby moms? Or is it 6 now?
Well, Mariah doesn't really count as a baby mom because they were married.
Still is a baby mom.
No.
His mother was kids. He got different.
Yeah.
Now, I do know a radio personality who has 10 kids. And he brings them all together. Now, is it a family if y'all, I guess you are still a family if you don't live together, but obviously all 14 kids, he's not waking up to a house of 14 kids. No. Somebody's getting shortchanged, y'all.
And that's where
one of these kids is going to be mad about Nick Cannon.
Right. And that's where one of the debates came in, Michael Shawn, because they were like, how do you manage your time in between them? Like, somebody's getting shortchanged, especially when they get older. They talked about when they get older, how many basketball games, baseball games, softball games, track meets and stuff are you going to miss because you got 14 kids and you're trying to run a whole business and trying to bounce back and forth between all of these.
You are missing birthdays, 14 kids. Like, you're sending gifts, but you're not there helping blow out the candles and cut the cakes. Lady Q has a conspiracy theory. We got a Q comment sponsored by WokeUpInspired.com. I'm convinced he's not actually having sex with these women. He's making babies to save his life. So you're thinking he's using them
like research.
Oh,
interesting.
Keeping his sperm, keeping him
going.
Well,
no, remember he has lupus. He has some other health issues that he's always been very battling with.
He needs kids that are compatible with kidneys and compatible with all. Oh, that's
I never thought about that.
Because there's no way. There's no way.
Well, why can't they be having sex if their agreement is they're not going to be with other people? Like outside of Mariah, and she ain't no
I
kids.
don't even think that they're in relationships because we never hear in the media or even like behind the scenes, we never hear like that they're dating or messing with someone else. So they may have a very tight arrangement where it's like, okay, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to do this, that, and the third, but you can't mess with anybody else because in the public eye, you have my kids. But Lady Q is on to something.
Stem
She said stem
cells.
cells and cord blood is like gold for a lot of things, and that's true.
And these kids have to meet each other. Like, you have to bring all these kids together, because when you got 14 spread around the country, if they don't know each other, we could have a real bad mix-up one day.
Yeah, because I think his first kids are the twins by Mariah. That's Morocco and what's the other one's name?
Who knows? There's 14 of them. Just call it number 2.
Number five. Pop out.
When you have 14 kids, you don't call them by names. You just call them by number 7. Come here, 7.
Come here, 7.
Come here, 7 Cannon.
9 and 10. I'm gonna grab y'all this weekend. All right.
9 and 10. I'm coming to pick you up. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. 9 and 10. Not to be confused with 11 or 12.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's amicable. I wonder if they are able to bring all of the kids together. Like, is there a plan for that? I don't know what Mariah's, not her two, but I'm saying the rest of them, the other 12. I wonder how that works.
What's this other comment?
What about family reunions? Like, do you invite all of the baby moms and all of the 15 kids?
You know, Mariah's kids don't be part of them shenanigans. You know, Mariah's kids be different. Some of these kids are the same age, so when they start graduating school, will he be able to attend multiple graduations? They happen to be on the same day. Who knows, dog? Like, I just know.
The questions everybody's asking. They're like, when they get older, how are you going to go to all of these games and somebody's gonna miss out?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, he got enough money. He could fly. Remember Kevin Hart was doing that, and he was flying the one thing, then going back during the movie and event, and then he would hop on the overnight.
But it's 14.
And Kevin Hart only has 3 kids. You're talking about 14 kids by different people, and his family's blended now. Kevin Hart's children by Tori are they spend time with him and Nico or whatever. So,
but Mike, you flipped. When I remember we first started talking about Nick a year ago, and I said how he's cheating the kids. They want to be able to at least wake up to their dad at home, or like they're getting cheated in life by not having a present parent to that degree other than financial. And you went hard for the opposite direction. Now you're saying, can he be there for the kids?
Well, I got more information. And it's Friday. Okay, I forgot I took that stance. How about that? I forgot I was riding on Nick Cannon's side.
You was riding hard.
There are a lot of people who believe what you said, Mike, that as long as he can take care of them financially, he should be able to have as many kids as he wants. But we all know that the emotional toll that it's gonna take on them,
wake up in the middle of the night,
miss out on stuff.
When you hear me varying off, you should, as a friend, you should remind me what I said before I continue. You should have stopped me and said, Mike.
I said he changed up. He switched up.
You should have stopped me once I said, Nick, you should have been like, remember when we started the conversation, you should have been like, when we said this, before I even opened my mouth, you should have just gave me heads up that I took his side.
It's okay to switch. It's okay to have a different perspective, and look at it differently. Because I talked about the kids waking up with nightmares. The kids waking up with an erection and wanting to talk to their dad about it in the moment, or just have it. I mean, every night he's not going to be there. Obviously,
all you gotta do is FaceTime me. FaceTime me, number 7. FaceTime me.
That's what Jeanette said. Not as a difference. It was a boogie monster in my closet. Okay. I needed my dad here.
But that's you're a day-to-day dad. Like, you're a hands-on dad. There are plenty of people who have grown up without a father in the household and they turned out well. So I'm not going to say that something's going to be wrong with all of his kids, but he's definitely going to miss out on a lot of stuff. There's no way that he can be in 14 places at different times. It's just, it's not enough.
How many stepfathers are involved now? Because it's not like these women just stay with Nick Cannon, so they got to be stepfathers involved.
But
maybe that's the agreement. You want this bread?
You don't see them with any other men. You don't see them. So I really think that there's some type of airtight agreement between them.
Yeah, that ain't gonna last.
Not only the child support, anything else that's needed, I got it. I got the rent, whatever. But the deal is, I don't want no other man being around helping
No
raise my
wonder
kid
why
in
that
the
man's
household.
got so many damn jobs. I think about that. We always think Nick is such a hard worker. He has no choice.
He got 14 kids.
$10 million with 14 kids, you're still broke.
Yeah, that's not a lot of money.
And they all got, and let's just say they all go to college. They all going to private schools.
Undoubtedly.
That's 14 different mortgages.
Yeah.
That is at least 14 different car notes. What in the hell? Like, all for some stem cell research? Unless he knows something that the doctor said that he's not revealing to us about his health, that it's going to be, it's coming a point where you're going to need that. And I guess then he's just having the kids, but my God.
Well, I do know that he's tried a lot of the holistic treatments and things like that are out there. He's very, very much in tune to like what's the latest state of the art, things that can help him with his illness. But 14 kids,
Good luck,
each his
Nick.
own. I can only manage one. I just don't see how he's gonna be able to manage as they get older. And of course, his disease sometimes is very debilitating. So I don't know how he's gonna do it.
Do we have breaking news? Any breaking news music? Do we have any breaking news music? We don't have no breaking music.
Do it by mouth,
This just in.
Mo's gonna love this. Just this in. I just got a text message, y'all. Jay's gonna love this too. He's gonna want to throw a flag and everything. It says, "Hey, Michael, we're confirming your appointment for a 60-minute customized facial on 7/2 at 3 p.m. with Alexa." No, it's not Alexa. It's Alexei. What is that, Mo?
Alexis.
Alexis?
Alexi?
Alexi. Let's go with Alexi. It says, "Please arrive 15 minutes early if this is your first visit with Massage Envy to complete your intake form." What? Please respond within 24 hours of your appointment to avoid the same-day cancellation fee. Oh, I didn't know they charged you a fee if you canceled it.
They could have booked somebody else. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, make sure that whoever's giving you a facial, Mike, is not blind, because my experience with Massage Envy when I had the blind masseuse and they didn't let me know he was blind and he was.
You had a blind masseuse?
You remember? Yeah, we did a whole show on that. Yeah.
Yes. At Massage Envy.
I gotta go get my memory checked out. You did? Okay, yeah. Wait. I gotta get into the files.
It was a while ago. It was a while.
Yes.
I had to be still in Texas.
Yeah. It was like over a year ago. Yeah, it was about a year ago.
So the blind masseuse was bad?
Well, he touched me in an inappropriate place, but I know that it wasn't on purpose. He was trying
Shawn Watson you.
I did not have a Deshaun Watson moment, but yeah, he did. And I know that he's probably embarrassed because again, but they should have told me. They really should have told me. I know that they're equal opportunists hiring.
Yeah, they should have been. But you couldn't tell that it was blind.
I just lay on the table and then they come in. So you don't. It's not like you don't.
You didn't meet the person or anything. You didn't say hi or anything. Or your head was in the hole already.
We undress. They're gonna knock on the door when they're ready. When they're ready for you. They never said, "Ma'am,
knock on the door."
The masseuse is a male. He is vision impaired. Is that okay for your appointment?
You can't. He got rights. You can't just you making it seem like he's inadequate.
Okay,
well, that's why I said he has rights. Like they can't say we're not going to hire you, but clearly for certain jobs,
you have to let the person know they're
Can you
visually
meet the
impaired.
needs? Can you meet the needs of the job?
Right.
He said yes, and he's proven that he can do massages.
Well, then he could take the lawsuit for touching her in an inappropriate place, just like everybody else. Then
that's true, very much. Yeah. But who's going to sue a blind person?
And so I did, and my conscience would not.
Come on, Mo. Why did you get a check? You could have got a check for that.
My conscience would not allow me to do that. I did.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
So he knocks on the door. He knocks on the door. And he walks in. And I guess
laying face down.
And you're face down, the face is in the hole, you're relaxed. Yes. Or you got the towel down to your waist, or is it covering everything?
Crack.
Well, I just put the covers on because for me, I get massages all the time. I like to be bare. So
yeah, but I'm saying the waist is it covered?
yes.
Just covering the booty.
Yes.
So then he touches. Well, he has to touch the upper part of your butt because they got to massage that.
And that's okay because they do massage your buttocks, they massage your cheeks. But it was when I had to turn around, like turn over. They turn you over and you lay on your back. And so I guess he was just trying to feel like where my body was positioned so he would know where to go. And the hand was on the breasts.
Oh, it was on the. Okay, I thought he was doing the inner thigh. Then all of a sudden.
In your wildest dreams. No, that's not what happened. It's still an inappropriate touch because, of course, in massages. Yeah,
but I thought you're supposed to get that. You don't get your upper. I'm not being even. I'm not even being creepy.
Envy. This was not the Chinese.
No. But I know that. But I thought the shoulders. Don't you get this around here, like your upper chest?
Your pectoralis major. Yes.
You ain't got to show off. You don't got to show off. Just your upper chest. You ain't got to show off with the pectoralis.
Pectoralis major.
Well, I'm getting a facial, y'all, and I'm excited.
Because
my face is horrible right now. I'm excited. I'm not getting a massage, but I'm getting a facial.
I mean that.
Yes,
you got that male masseuse giving you a facial. Whoa.
No, I just told you the girl's name. I told you the girl's name.
Sound like a dude name. I was trying to say Alex.
Yeah,
you got Alex.
No, Alexa.
The I and S is silent. You got Alex.
And she actually she called me yesterday and asked me all these questions. They official with this stuff. I thought you just went in there and you exfoliated. What is exfoliation anyway, Mo? What I always say that.
Exfoliation is when they take like the dead layer of skin off the top, like of your skin. And it's supposed to leave your skin looking rejuvenated, like you got a lot of rest. Maybe like you went to an island somewhere. You're gonna look woke.
Yes.
Woke, rejuvenated, refreshed.
So 4th of July weekend, that's what I'm excited about. People going to barbecues, people bringing kegs out. I'm getting a facial. At 3 o'clock.
Please don't say that out loud when you're with the rest of your guy friends. Please don't say that out loud. Yo, you know what Mike went to go do? He went and got a facial.
He got a facial. You got to say it with the F. He got a facial.
We don't want to do that.
Jay didn't even throw a flag. Why didn't you throw?
I'm not playing because my brain went somewhere. No, I can't even go.
Research department. Hey, trendsetter.
Yeah. Moda used words today. There was a word that she did for subservient, but it was a different word. Some word she damn pulled out of her. Where'd you graduate, Cheney?
Cheney University, the first historically Black university.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Established in 1837 in Pennsylvania. Yes.
Oh, freaking Cheney University. Cheney University is a very inclusive college. I'm just going to say that.
So it is, the demographic has changed. As most universities now are, they're very, very inclusive. But when I went there, it was a little less diverse.
I had to host a fashion show there, and I thought, now remember, y'all, this is early 2000s, maybe even, it was after 2000. But this is early 2000s. And I had some gay jokes. Let's just say in that fashion show, I didn't do the gay jokes.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, on campuses now, they will protest you right in the middle of your comedy.
I didn't do the gay jokes.
It's just not happening. There's a lot of people in the community at university.
I had a good gay joke too, and I was like, damn, maybe I should really go for it. I said, nah, never mind.
Don't do it.
Just tell me I'm gay.
Laugh too. The people.
I know, and they were laughing, but they were twirling too. So I was like, I don't know. I said, I think I'm gonna leave this alone and just grab this check and get on out of here.
Well, make sure you don't tell them that you're going for a facial, because
that's when I wouldn't joke about facials. I wouldn't joke about that at 3 o'clock.
Oh, Mo sent me the clip of her getting that masseuse. Thanks, Mo.
You got the clip.
What?
You got the clip of Mo getting a masseuse?
Oh, there you go.
Mo.
That was Mo. She put music to it and everything.
Oh, he don't look blind.
He don't look blind to me, Mo.
He look like he knows exactly what he's doing.
What was going on. It looked like Mo knew. Mo knew. Mo. All right, I'm gonna take it down. I didn't know. Well, you even supposed to have cameras in it.
You're terrible.
Sexy
You're
Mo.
terrible.
Something else.
But
You
you
know?
know what? Those guys who are doing these sensual massages now is trending.
Yeah.
They're making a lot of money. They're traveling. Like they're traveling everywhere to get to. I ain't mad at them. They getting these bags and they cater to women who normally like don't like to go. Like they're shy about their bodies and stuff like that. They cater to
Little
really
freaks.
curvy women.
Bunch of little freaks trying to get their little freak on. Stop trying to act like this ain't nothing but getting the freak on. This ain't nothing but a different version of a lap dance. Matter of fact, this is more intense than any lap
Do you
dance
think
that you could
that's
ever
more
do.
than a happy ending place?
That is, you think so? You think there ain't a rose that we don't see in the camera angle? There's a rose somewhere around there. Y'all playing with me. I ain't Jay Black, but even that irritates me when I say, I'm like, I wish I would. I
But
would go to
now,
jail today.
when a woman says that she's going to get a massage, that's implanted in men's minds. They like, what kind of massage you going to get?
No, we going to get a massage.
You getting a sexy mo? You getting a sexy mo? Or
No. We getting the regular ones. We ain't getting that one. He walk in, we out.
But some of them have, like I've seen some of the videos where they have the girl's legs all the way back, and
that's inappropriate.
And you know, in every nook and cranny of her body, and you know, more power to you. But I'll pass on that type of massage.
Anytime you say the words nook and cranny, that is not a massage. When you hit every nook and cranny, that is something different. All right, we've done a great job, y'all.
Yes, Rodney Perry is up next, right?
Rodney Perry live. His show yesterday was fire. I watched actually while I was power washing. I actually had the whole show on in my headphones, and he had a great show. He had Positive K on yesterday. It was hilarious. He told a story of how Shaka Khan courted him, and it was on a date, and it was hilarious. And he had somebody else on yesterday that I was like, yo, it was dope. Angie Stone.
And shout out to Shaka Khan because she is a Zeta as well.
Oh, Jesus, we're out of here. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute. Enjoy every second. If something is funny, get your laugh on. You fight for everything. Parking spots, likes and views. Fight for your happiness and never let anybody take it from you. It's Michael, Shawn, Sexy Mo, Jay Black, Shawnee Scott, TakeOver Legends. We are off Monday. It's 4th of July. We'll see you on Tuesday. Maybe. Yeah, y'all.
Michael, Shawn, and the TakeOver Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap, tap.